Let's just get this over and done with.
So yeah, it turns out they made a game about Beast Quest, that stellar book series that was popular, what, 10 years ago? I was the target demographic for this series. That's how long ago this was. And yet they still managed to squeeze out a fully fledged video game adaptation in 2018. How? How the hell does something this terrible even happen?
It's 'cause of money.
Oh yeah, but I'm rambling again. This game is probably going to be bad. Actually, it's almost certainly going to be bad. But it might be nice to walk down memory lane. I mean, when was the last time nostalgia played me for a fool? Oh my god, everyone wanted to be a part of this game. We got this company, and even the guys who made Madagascar 3 the video game. I don't think I could be any more assured than I am right now. I mean, this game must be a masterpiece. Oh, this is our title screen. All of this right here. I don't exactly know where to start, but I think old Johnny over here seems like a good place to. Look at this character model. Just standing there, you know, like a normal human being would. Definitely not a robot in disguise. No. See, robots actually try to look human. And what is with this cheeky grin? If I didn't know any better, I'd assume he just, robbed a bank, stole my credit card number, forced me to play this game. You know, just a couple off my head real quick. But, you know, we should leave little Johnny alone. I'm sure we'll see him again soon enough. Instead, I'd like to divert your attention to this loading screen, which looks like it was made in MS Paint. Or how about these illustrations? They look worse than most concept art. Or maybe the fact that this scrolling image right here has parts that just, you know, pop in. And this isn't even on the effect bits layered on top. It's just the scrolling background. How the hell do you mess up this fucking much? Anyway, nice peaceful kingdom, evil wizard, bad stuff happens, you gotta fix it. You know the drill. I really do not need to go into depth with this. Instead, I'm going to spend my time talking about this game's first cutscene, and you'll soon see why. Do you get it yet? Are the cogs turning as to why I'm discussing this yet? If not, let me spell it out for you. It's complete and utter fucking shit! First off, the visuals. Second up, the animation. Third up, the voice acting.
What's happened here? It's all burnt.
Wow, a knight's gauntlet!
Seriously, what the hell do I talk about here? It all writes itself! At least when I did the Pokebug video, I had to, you know, write jokes around the game's flaws. But here, the flaws of the game are so blatantly awful that they themselves are the joke. Like, look at this bit, for instance.
Fear not, lad. I am the good wizard Aduro.
Now, what could I complain about here? The wizard's generic design, the animation that is nothing more than him just bobbing up and down, the terrible voice acting,
Fear not, lad.
the fact he looks like he has several diseases, or, you know, this.
And it... Oh, oops. Sorry.
You know, that's just natural. A bird flies past at a level much lower than normal. What are you gonna do? Let it live? Nah, fam. Give it a high five. Sure, we'll appreciate it.
And this is just the cutscenes. What about the gameplay itself? You've got environments with hills that look like spires, controls that make me feel like I'm moving a drunk guy, and... is that a 1 second input delay? Yeah, it has a 1 second input delay. What the fuck? I mean, it's not really a big deal. This game is made for babies, so there aren't any quick time events or difficult platforming to worry about. But seriously, come on. I've played some abysmally awful games over the past few years, but none to the level where basic controls don't function properly. Like, look at this little platforming section, for example. Really simple. Just jump 3 times over 3 pillars until you get to the other side. But, you know, bit difficult when you have to predict your moves 1 second in advance. Thankfully, this is a tutorial section, and thus, I can try again. Just move around to this stone and what? Excuse me, but is that a hole in the fucking ground that they couldn't be asked to get rid of? Are you kidding me right now? This is the game I'm playing. This is the game I'm discussing today. This is the game that I spent weeks of my life making a video on. A game that was so poorly made that its developers somehow managed to leave a whole section of ground missing in its tutorial area. What the hell?
You know what? Just throw anything at me. Not a single possible thing that this game does can beat what I just experienced.
Now, try them out on this.
Oh.
Boy oh boy, the combat system. My favourite part of every mediocre game. What's the bet they're gonna shove in some spell-based mechanic that is completely pointless? Or, oh, I know, have multiple ways to execute the exact same attack, but with a slightly different animation. Or, even better, have all the additions be absolutely pointless and be nothing more than a button-mashing mayhem screen. Oh, I see, they took a unique angle with this one. See, they implemented the cool new feature Xenoblade 2 into this game. Bold choice there. Take this! Seriously, what the fuck? Why is the combat in its own dedicated arena, Pokemon style, instead of out in the open like every other terrible combat game? I mean, I know it's hard to code AI that can follow the player, but really? This game isn't even an RPG, so why are we in a dedicated arena to fight enemies? It's just boring. And dull. Like pretty much everything else in this game, actually. Also, the game tries to tell you to dodge attacks to get extra hits in, but what's the point when just blocking it will work for every attack bar special moves? With no loss to you, except the chance to get a few extra hits in. Great design there, guys.
And that's the tutorial done. Tom is now finally on his beast quest, and I am well and truly fed up. How long has this been going on for again? And how long left? Oh, no reason. I just wanted to know how quickly I need to start preparing the gasoline. It takes a while, that's all.
Oh my god, a town. An actual town with a whole 10 residents. I must be dreaming. It doesn't even look half bad. Variation in the buildings, logical layout, even a windmill. Did they actually put effort into this? Wait, no. On this building here, a texture crops through a wall it's not supposed to. Also, why are the save points Dark Souls?
Who said that?
It's not all bad though, this area has a bunch of optional quests that all consist of menial tasks, like kill this many enemies, or pick this many flowers, or track down the kids who stole the cookies, even though there's like 20 people here and the ones I've already talked to are not indicated on the map. Yay! What about these chests? They don't have enough keys to be able to open them all. Alright. Well, what about this voice line that plays every time you open a chest?
Chock full of loot.
Which is fucking hilarious. Well, how about this? Which is amazing. Or how about this massive pit? Which is just here for some reason. Or how about this game box? Which is actually really difficult to hold. In all honesty, this town does highlight the major problem I have with Beast Quest. That being how basic and boring it is. This game could have been really good. The source material is all there. 100 plus books with interesting beasts, locales and stories to tell. And while, yeah, they aren't exactly the best, they do have some merit when it comes to the ideas. But this game is nothing more than a stock medieval action-adventure. But, you know, poorly made and extremely boring. There are no interesting ideas, nothing dynamic to explore, just point A to point B with only the occasional enemy to fight or chest to open. There's nothing engaging here, nothing to make you want to play more. Even potentially interesting ideas like the skill tree and magic system are fucking ruined by how easy it is to win a fight by just spamming one button and just holding another. I played this game for 2 hours, and in that time period, only 3 interesting things happened. 1. I realised after opening this chest that I'd reached the other side of this cliff face I saw earlier. How engaging. 2. I fought a dragon. Didn't actually defeat him though, he just flew away after I obliterated his health bar by pressing a button over and over. So that's cool. And 3. I was reminded that I could be playing a much better game. The only reason I kept playing was that I hoped something would change, something interesting would happen, but despite playing for 2 hours, the most it ever did change was when this character was introduced. Not because the character dynamic between her and Tom is interesting, but because she has this move in battle that can save me from the boredom of these fights.
You're really good with that bow. Where did you learn to shoot like that?
Rabbits. Rabbits.
But when I reached the game's main city, I just snapped. This place is designed like a complete maze, is massive for no reason, and took me 10 minutes to find the exit.
Well, why didn't you look at the map then?
Great question. Here's my answer. This is the map. I turned the game off at this point.
And can you blame me? I spent £30 on this game, and all I got out of it was boredom, monotony, but I trudged through it just for you. Jesus Christ. I just drank the gasoline, didn't I? I'm surprised how nice milk tastes.